I have been gone. Been not uploading videos for a variety of reasons, partially due to a lack of motivation, partially due to the current state of the world, but I figured what better time to add more whimsy into my life than right now. I have rearranged my office, not once, but twice since my last video, which is why the background looks different, and I've been really into making resin dice. But I'm back with a renewed motivation, and I'm going to try and upload every other week. We're going to see how that goes. What better way to ease back into videos again, and also try out my new editing software, than to do a thrift trip. I also have some errands to run, because why leave the house for only one reason when you can leave it for two? Technically three. I have 2 errands. You don't really care about that. I think that's all I've got for now. Let's get going.
Must resist the urge to go to the craft store. Errands complete. Smoothie obtained. The goal today is to find a pair of shorts, because we are rapidly approaching summer. Now I know what you're saying, Haley, it's only March. Yes, but hear me out. It's 80 degrees today, and I'm short on shorts. Fingers crossed. Starting off, we have this cream jumpsuit, which I did consider buying until my eyes and brain got on the same page regarding the color. 1, because I don't wear cream, and 2, because I'm pale. And a pale-colored full-body outfit on a pale person is just asking to be one of the situations where at first glance you think the person isn't wearing any clothes. This dress was not my vibe, however, it would certainly be someone else's. Someone tall. It just keeps going. Okay, but look at how cute and whimsical the print on this dress is. The kitten? Come on. I know I'm not a heels girly, but I am in awe of people who can walk in shoes like these. Couldn't be me. These boots were not made for walking, and that's not what they'll do. This could be so cute if I was a crop top person, but I personally need more coverage than that. I did seriously consider getting this white shirt with this cool ruffly detail. However, it had the very common white shirt problem of being tragically transparent. I really like the design on these shorts with the flowers, so cute, but I seriously loathe wearing cutoff style shorts. The strings just give me the ick. For the same reason, I also don't like holes in my pants. These would have been fine because I would have turned them into shorts instead. Every time I try on a dress in this style, I feel like it looks weird on me. This one was particularly odd because it was somehow both too tight in spots, but also too baggy in spots. So that was a bust. I almost bought those black pants thinking that I could just cut them into shorts, except for they were $17, and I didn't want to pay that. But I also have somewhere to be, so I'm going to pick this back up tomorrow. It's not going to be any different for you, but I'll be wearing a different outfit, so there's that.
Good morning. It is now the next day, and definitely not 2 days later. Life hack. It is supposed to rain today, so hopefully, despite the fact that it's spring break, it's not going to be that busy at the thrift store because people won't want to be out in the weather. We'll see. Fingers crossed.
The pattern on this dress was gorgeous, however, I don't own a slip to wear under it even if I wanted to, which I don't. I don't want to have to wear another layer. Someone else will, and it will look really good on them. I considered this stripy jumpsuit. Tragically, it had no pockets. I can't live like that. Obsessed with this purpley red, like wine-colored sweatshirt dress. Don't mind the weird line that's at the bottom. That's double-sided tape, for some reason. I don't know, I didn't put it there. Was really comfortable, though. Editing this video, I am now realizing I found a lot of cream/white items this trip. I also don't need another sweater. This one was nice. Mount Rainier, my beloved. Seriously though, I saw this shirt on the rack and I was like, well, I have to try it on at least. I'm obligated. I also found this button-up, and I love a good button-up. Somehow, this one is also white. It was just a little bit oversized for my liking, though. Again, with the white. These shorts would be so cute, but I just really couldn't think of what I already owned that they could be styled with. These shorts somehow had one of the worst textures that I have ever felt on normal clothes. I'm not 100% convinced that they weren't just made from like tissue paper or something. Seriously, it was bizarre. I was loving the button detail on the pockets of these pants. However, they unfortunately were not my size, but someone else will enjoy them. This mug is adorable and not too inconveniently shaped as far as mugs go. Novelty mugs, that is. it's still mostly mug-shaped. I mean, seriously, have you seen some of these mugs? It's getting out of hand. You'd always know which suitcase was yours if you had this one. I don't usually travel with a suitcase, or I probably would have considered getting this one. Apparently I have no video of finding these pants, and all I have is this picture in the dressing room. Almost bought them for climbing, but I didn't really like the length. They're just a little bit too cropped. And realistically, I'm usually wearing shorts to climb anyways. My gym's hot. Good vibes to the day so far. See if we can keep it rolling. Real talk, this shirt was so pretty. I really expected the velvet texture to be the problem when I tried it on, but it was actually the good kind of velvet. The lace, however, was so incredibly itchy, there was no chance that I could have worn this for more than like 2 minutes in the dressing room. These pants, I thought on the rack, oh, these could become shorts, and then I tried them on and I hated how they fit, so not today, I guess. Why is the Aflac duck here? And why is he wearing a suit and a tie that has ducks on it? Imagine if a person wore a tie that had people on it. That'd be weird, right? I did consider grabbing this purse. Then I thought about it, and I don't know that it would really match my wardrobe. Super pretty though, with the flowers. Very nice. That store was kind of a bust. Not because they didn't have a lot of things, they had a lot of things. But none of it was really sparking joy, if you know what I mean. Now, it's time for me to head home. 1, because I'm hungry, and 2, because it's supposed to start pouring down rain in the next hour.
Good news, made it home before it started raining. Last week, I went to the Goodwill bins with my sister-in-law, didn't film anything, didn't actually buy anything. It was really busy in there, more busy than the last time we went. But if you're nervous about going because you're afraid that everyone's going to be mean or aggressive or ferally digging through bins, throwing things and blocking your way, they were all very nice. This one guy who was a reseller, he asked if we were buying for ourselves or if we were looking to resell. When we said we were buying for ourselves, he started pointing out cool things in the bins for us. So that was cool. So recap for the day, I only ended up buying things from one store. They actually had a sale going on where the first 50 people in the store got 50% off. So I only paid about $5.40 for my stuff today. First off, I bought this sweatshirt dress. Not really sure. It has pockets. And then I, of course, had to buy the Mount Rainier shirt. Because though I may live in Texas, I am a Washington girly at heart. And hey, a Mount Rainier shirt made it to Texas? I felt obligated. What was I gonna do? Leave it there? If you enjoyed the video, and you want to see more, consider leaving a like, comment, subscribe, all that fun YouTube stuff. And I'll see you next time. Bye.